welcome back to the channel. I try to eliminate your nail struggles by trying all the nail things so you don't have to. If you are new to our channel, thank you for coming and joining our part of the universe. Come on and join our family. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you are oldie but goodie, you know what I'm going to do. You know I'm going to give you the heart. You get this too if you're new, because I just love you and I'm so glad that you came. So here's my word of wisdom today. Fulfill your purpose. Find out what that is. Do the things that you like to do. Find yourself a hobby. Nails just happens to be mine. And go ahead and push forward with it, okay? Do it because you like it and you enjoy it. All right, my word of wisdom for today. Let's move into the video, shall we? All right, today I'm just going to show you, this is going to be a really quick video. I know my videos tend to be like 15 to 20 minutes long. I've been trying to cut them down, y'all. I've been trying to, but we ain't got there yet. So I'm going to make this really quick because I thought I would show you some things that I use to have gels stick on my hands. So this happens to be one of my fingers. This is going on 3 weeks now, and I'm not trying to give you the finger. I'm really not. But I'm just going to show you some of the different things and methods and that I've used to keep to keep gemstones and that on my hand, okay? So the first thing that I've used is I've really gotten onto the Medusa brand here in the last couple of months. I think they are an awesome company that it just has an amazing product, and I do love them. Their customer service is really great. They go live every day on Instagram Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. to do all kind of education. They sometimes even do giveaways. They have lots of celebrity nail artists and that on there that are teaching you tips and tricks of the trade as well as business. So if you haven't, go ahead and check them out. Join us, okay? Because I'm usually on there. I'm usually eating my lunch around that time and joining in. So if you haven't, go ahead and join them 1 o'clock p.m. on Instagram Live. Nevertheless, that's my plug for Medusa for the day. Nevertheless, let me show you what are some of my tips and tricks when I use these products. This is the Medusa gel, formation gel, okay? Let me see if this is the open one. Okay, no, this is not the open one. So let me get an open one so that I can show you. I have quite a few of them in my drawer because I'm one of those people. I like to have backup on backup on backup, okay? So here's the formation gel. Now this gel is a medium thick viscosity, okay? So what that pretty much means is this, and I'll just grab a brush here. It's one of my clear brushes, and you'll see it has a runniness to it, but it is, you know, medium. It's about a medium viscosity gel. It's not super runny. All right, let me show you and tell you how I use this gel to hold stones on. I usually paint a very thin, and I mean very thin layer of this formation gel onto the finger, and then I usually let it sit for a few seconds, because if you let it sit, it'll level out for a few seconds, and the brush strokes will level out on the nail in that as well. Then, without curing, I go ahead and add my top coat of choice. So if I'm using the No Cleanse top coat, I do use the Medusa brand's No Cleanse top coat. I do like the one from iGel Beauty. I like the one from Young Nails, the stain resistant top coat, and I also like the UV top coat. That is a No Cleanse top coat as well. Okay, those have had long, you know, standing. They stay basically. All right, so once I paint on the thin level formation gel, let it sit for a few seconds to level out. I go on with my top coat of choice, whether it's matte top coat or it is the shiny top coat. As you see here, my nails might have a bit of a shine, but they're actually pretty much matte. I just put some shea butter on my hand, so that's why blue eyes is shining a little bit in the camera, so forgive that. But anyway, put the top coat of choice, and then I sink the stones into it, and that's what I did here. This has been kind of a no-fail method for me for a very long time, because in addition to formation gel, I also use the Young Nails Clear Sculptor Gel. This is a jar that I squeezed it in because this is actually how it came. Excuse me. It came in one of the clear sculptor tools like this, tubes like this. But this is not my favorite thing to use. I thought the tubes would be my favorite thing to use, but it's not. I really like working out of a gel pot. So I took my applicator tube and I squeezed it in a jar. Then I use the Clear Sculptor Gel same way. Paint in on a thin layer. This is my glitter, the gel that I use for glitter. You might even see glitter and stuff in here. I keep my clear gels that I'm going to use for glitter and encapsulation very different from my clear gel that I may use strictly on a surface or something that's not going to have glitter in it, because not everybody wants to have something shiny through their nail, okay? Paint on a thin coat of this, let it sit for a few seconds. And the reason I like this one too is that if I'm not mistaken, this has a bit, my clear sculptor, this one is like a low to medium viscosity as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you that right now using my clear brush here, wiping that off. And you can kind of see, has a little runniness to it, okay, but not too much. Okay, this entire jar was full about a month ago, but as you see, I've been using it. But I paint on a thin layer of this, let it settle out for a few seconds, put on my top coat of choice, sink the stones in, then go ahead and cure. So here's another option for you. I have tried to use the Ivd Clear Gel that comes in the bottle. It's more of a, you know, a thicker viscosity gel for me. I don't like it for using stones. Stones pretty much popped off, in my opinion, when I used that. I think it might be because it's kind of thick. So those are two options there. Now let me show you another option that I have used that works, and it's for smaller stones. I have used the Kiara Sky. This is the Dip Essentials base that you use for dipping nails, okay? I have used this when I'm using smaller stones, and when I say smaller stones, I mean those stones that are like your SS5, SS4, SS6 at most. Once you start getting into SS8s, 10s, 12, 13, and 16, I have not found that this keeps it on long term. You might get maybe a week or so of wear, sometime to 2 weeks for the larger stones out of this, but this does dry on you very, very fast once you are putting it down. Now, depending on how fast you're working is depending on how fast it dries. So with it, I use this stuff here, which is the Hurry Up Nail Glue Dryer. It is a spray formula. You can find this at Sally's. You can find this on Amazon. And I spray this if I'm using the base, especially for smaller stones, and it helps sets it in place really, really fast. Like I said, I only use this combination when I have smaller stones in it, that I am trying to use. Another option for gel, if you know you need a more affordable option for gel because you too are trying to keep your nails on. I've used the Mia Secret Forma Gel. Now I like the Candy Pink Builder because once I put it on top of nails, especially if you're trying to make those dimensional nails, it is something about the Candy Pink Gel that just makes the color pop. I can't think of, yeah, I left my cap on because if you don't know, gels will swell and they'll peel out, they'll sometimes ooze out of the side of the jar. But I have used the Mia Secret Forma Gel, especially the Candy Pink one, to hold stones and that in place after I cure. But again, put in a layer of this, your top coat of choice, sink your stones in, and then cure. So that's another option for gel. For larger stones, I know it's in an iGel Beauty jar. However, this is Koopa Clear Acrylic. Okay, this is from the company Koopa. When I am using those large stones, when we're talking about SS50, if I had to put a number to it, those SS50, those large pair stones in that, and I need them to be sunk into, I need them to stay on the nail, I will use a drop of clear acrylic to hold it on. And the reason that I have that is because, yes, I can use a glob of gel. It does help, but sometimes for those very, very large stones, you want to put down a small drop of clear acrylic, then sink the stone into it and watch it to dry, because you do not want somebody, they're coming in and they're paying $10, $15 per stone, even upwards of $20 per stone, and that sucker falls off after 2 or 3 days, okay? You're gonna be ticked. So clear acrylic really, really works very, very well for that. I have also used the Young Nails brush on glue, but when I'm putting it on the nail, it dries really fast. So if you are a beginner, I probably would not suggest this, because you're usually trying to figure out where, if you're trying to figure out rhinestone placement, you're trying to figure out where to put your stones on your nails, and I would highly suggest that you go with one of the gel methods, okay? Whether you're using Mia Secret, whether you're using Young Nails, whether you're using Medusa to put your gels, to put your stones into, because you can put a layer of that down plus your top coat, and then you kind of move your stones wherever it is that you want them to be. This too, again, some people have had success with using this or the Kiara Sky Base for larger stones. I have not, okay? They work well for me when I am using smaller stones. Like I said, your SS3, 4, 5, maybe even up to 6, but when you start to get 8 and 10s is when I start to notice some breakdown in the stones falling off. Now I'm gonna show you, even though I have liked a lot of products from this company, this is not a product that I like from them. And this is the iGel Beauty Jury Gel. Now, I already know some people be ready to jump on me because they're iGel obsessed with everything. I understand. I really love iGel. I personally did not like the iGel Beauty Jury Gel because it is just extremely thick. Let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Ugh, okay. I have a hole in here because it's just seeping out. It is just extremely thick. You can see that, okay? You can see that it's not really moving, and I had a hard time, and it's so thick that I had a bit of an issue putting it down and trying to get my stones to really sit in there and cure where it doesn't look like hunks of gel everywhere, because that is something I absolutely cannot stand. So in addition to showing you the things that I do like, I do let you know about some things that I'm not personally in favor of. Maybe you are, but I wasn't. I did notice that with this product, I had to submerge this in some very warm water for about 8 to 10 minutes before it is that I want to use it. And I'm gonna tell you now, when you're working on some nails, you don't usually have 8 to 10 minutes for, if you're remembering, or you have a client that changes their mind, you know, at the end of a service when you have put the top coat on and decides they want stones. This is not always your friend. Now, it does work when you use it, but if you have not put in the time to make sure that this has really warmed up to get the viscosity and the fluidity of the gel moving, you're gonna have a issue with using it. It does work, but like I said, you gotta have some prep with this one. So hopefully I've given you some options, and you've seen now some things it is that you can use in order to help you be able to get your gemstone game down, or you're looking for different options, or you're like, I've tried everything, I can't get anything to work, help me. I'm helping you. All right, so thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you hit like and subscribe, and if you haven't, gone ahead and do it right now. Join our family. All right, and you know what I'm about to say, people. Life is too short to have boring nails. And we're out.